What is up, guys? I'm sorry my voice sounds a little different. I'm sick right now. But anyways, welcome back to another new video that I hope you guys are going to enjoy. Today, Otaku Sensei is going to be recommending the top 10 anime where the main character transforms into an overpowered character. And if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos. Also, there's a link to Otaku Sensei's Patreon and Discord server in the description, so join the Sensei server to chat and chill with other weebs and otakus. Without wasting any more time, let's kick off this list. In 10th place is Tokyo Ravens. Onmyodo magic was once a powerful technique used by the Japanese during the Second World War in order for them to gain the upper hand and establish their nation as a formidable force. But Japan was quickly defeated after the revered Onmyoji Yako Tsuchimikado caused the Great Spiritual Disaster, an event which plagues Tokyo to this very day. As a result of this mishap, the Onmyo Agency was established in order to exercise further spiritual disasters and combat the demons that would make their way into the world. Now Onmyodo has become far more modern, simplified, and refined for use in a wide variety of applications such as medicine and technology. However, not everyone is able to utilize the magic, as is the case with Harutora, a member of the Tsuchimikado's branch family. Despite an old promise to protect Natsume, the heir of the Tsuchimikado main family, and Yako's supposed reincarnation, as her familiar, Harutora has no talent and chooses to live a normal life instead. But when a prominent member of the Onmyo Agency attempts to recreate the same experiment which led to Japan's downfall, he decides to make good on his word and fight by Natsume's side. In 9th place is Zetman. The story starts off with a face-off between two rival superheroes, Zet and Alphas, and then traces their origins. Jin Kanzaki, a young man with the ability to transform into a superhuman being known as Zet, and Koga Amagi, a young man with a strong sense of justice who uses technology to fight as Alphas. The fates of these two men, and those around them, intertwine as they fight to protect mankind and destroy monstrous abominations known as Players, who ironically are the creations of the Amagi Corporation, the company founded by Koga's grandfather, Mitsugai Amagi. In 8th place is 07 Ghost. Barsberg Empire's military academy is known for training elites who bring victory to the Empire. Students of the academy freely utilize an ability called Xiphon to fight. While the types of Xiphon usable depends on the nature of the soldier, Taito Klein, a student at the academy, is one of the most promising soldiers produced. Although ridiculed by everyone for being a slave, German for slave, with no memories of his past, he is befriended by a fellow student called Mikage. While preparing for the final exam, Taito uncovers a dark secret related to his past. When an attempt to assassinate Ayanami, a high-ranking official who killed his father, fails, Taito is locked away awaiting punishment. Only wanting the best for Taito, Mikage helps him escape. Taito ends up at the 7th District Church, where he is taken in by the bishops. It is here that Taito attempts to evade the grasp of Ayanami and the military, so he can rediscover his memories and learn why he is the person that can change the fate of the world. In 7th place is Bento. April 6, 2011. That was the day that 15-year-old Yu Seto was knocked unconscious while reaching for a half-price bento, a prepackaged meal sold at the supermarket. By the time he woke up on the ground, all the bento boxes were gone. He left the supermarket hungry and in pain, only for the same thing to happen the next day. You soon learn that, in the world of bento, discounted bentos are sacred and highly sought after, and in order to get one, you needed to fight your way to the top. These bento brawls are fought by experienced fighters known as wolves, who leave the inexperienced and weak dogs like him lying on the ground in defeat. In a world where the weak are left hungry and only the strong can dine, you must train under the guidance of the silver-haired Ice Queen, Sen Yarizi, to become a bento-eating wolf himself. In 6th place is Monster Strike. Ren Homura has just moved back into his hometown of Kaminohara, but he isn't able to remember much about the time he spent there, other than the vague flashbacks. When he retrieves his cell phone, which he had sent to the shop for repairs, he finds a mysterious game titled Monster Strike has been installed on it. Unaware of its purpose or how it got there, Ren decides to open it, an action that will change his life forever as he finds himself suddenly attacked by a strange man. Now trapped on a roof of his school, which strangely has been designated as a stage, Ren is shocked to see the man summon a realistic monster from the game, one that is more than capable of inflicting damage on a human. His only chance of getting out of the situation alive is by summoning the dragon Oregon, who tells Ren that he will crush the opposing monster for him. Unfortunately, it turns out that Oregon is a tiny dragon that is completely useless. In 5th place is Kiseijusei no Kakuritsu. 17-year-old Shinichi Izumi lives with his parents in a quiet neighborhood in Tokyo. One night, worm-like aliens called parasites invade Earth, and they take over humans by entering through their ears or noses to get to their brains. One parasite tries to crawl into Shinichi's ear while he's sleeping, but the teenager is wearing headphones, so the parasite enters his body through his arm instead. The parasite named Migi ends up taking over Shinichi's right hand. Because Shinichi was able to prevent Migi from traveling further up into his brain, both of them are able to retain their separate intellect and personality. They end up fighting other parasites who attack them after realizing that Shinichi's human brain is still intact. These other parasites devour humans as food, and Shinichi ends up fighting them with Migi's help. As the two of them encounter more parasites, they end up forming a strong bond as they work together to survive. In 4th place is K Project. Kings are individuals who have been bestowed with incredible supernatural powers and granted the ability to recruit others into their clans. Protecting the lives and honor of their clansmen is an integral part of the king's duties. After a video depicting the heinous murder of a Red Klansman spreads virally, the unassuming student, Yashiro Asana, is accused of homicide. Now a manhunt is underway for his head, bringing him into contact with the infamous Black Dog, Kuro Yatogami, a skilled swordsman and martial artist determined to follow the wishes of his late master, the 7th king. Meanwhile, the current Red King, Mikoto So, faces his own imminent demise as the search for Yashiro narrows. But during Yashiro's struggle to prove his innocence, a greater conspiracy is unraveling behind the scenes. Clouds begin to appear in his memory, and close friends start to question his very existence. What began as a simple murder is now leading towards a full-blown war between kings, and the very fate of the world is at stake. In 3rd place is Tales of the Abyss. Luke von Faber, the spoiled son of a noble from the kingdom of Kimlaska Lavaldir, has been confined inside his father's mansion ever since he was kidnapped 7 years ago by a rival country, the Malkuth Empire. Now Luke's memory of the life he led before is missing, and a strange voice, which only he can hear, has been calling out to him ever since. One day while training with his mentor, von Grantz, a strange woman called Tyr breaks into the mansion with the sole intent of taking Von's life. During the struggle, Luke is transported far from home, along with Tyr, and now that Luke has finally gained the freedom he's been dreaming of, what awaits him in the outside world will shatter everything he's ever known about himself. In 2nd place is Aldnoah Zero. The discovery of a hypergate on the moon once allowed the human race to teleport to Mars. Those who chose to settle there unearthed a technology far more advanced than that of their home planet, which they named Aldnoah. This discovery led to the founding of the Ver's Empire of Mars and a declaration of war against the Terrans, those who stay behind on Earth. However, a battle on the moon, later called Heaven's Fall, caused the hypergate to explode, destroying the moon and leading the two planets to establish an uneasy ceasefire. Their peace was a fragile one, however. 15 years later, high school student Inaho Kaizuka witnesses the plotted assassination of the Ver's Empire's princess, Aselium Ver's Alucia, who had come to Earth in hopes of repairing the relationship between the Empire and its homeland. The ceasefire is shattered, and the Martians declare war on the Terrans once again. In the face of this unsurmountable enemy, Inaho and his friends must now fight against the Ver's Empire to settle the war once and for all. And in 1st place is Vinland Saga. For 1,000 years, the Vikings have made quite a name and reputation for themselves as the strongest families with a thirst for violence. Thorfinn, the son of the Vikings' greatest warriors, spends his boyhood in a battlefield enhancing his skills and his adventure to redeem his most desired revenge after his father was murdered. It's one of the newest anime, which is premiering right now. I highly suggest you guys watch it. At starting, our main protagonist Thorfinn is a childish boy who doesn't know about the cruel world, but later on he learns about the world of Vikings and what his father was trying to teach him. Also later on, he became one of the most badass and greatest warriors while trying to avenge his father's death. Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list or find any anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. And please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to hit the notifications button so you never miss any upcoming videos. Also, don't forget to follow Otaku Sensei on Twitter at AnimeBrownNet. I'll see you guys in the next one.